Right. Yes, good night. Financial Chris. Good night, everyone. Welcome to this another episode of the Saudi Chris Show. And of course, tonight, with everyone take it from here. Yes. So tonight we have a very, very interesting topic to look at. And of course, I'm sure that you are unable to get everything. Bless up yourself, Bam Sports. Jesus, the saga continues. Listen to this. All right. So, him too. All right. So, of course, we have to get this one out. As it is, people, I know you see the topic and you're very, very interested to go. Bless up yourself with a Bam Sport. Greetings. Tonight, we have to share something right across Jamaica. Not everything because we are still there. So let me welcome the president of Lake, the Royal Lake Football Club, Mr. Micheal. I can't pronounce his name good, but it's Panchan. Or the name Panchan. All right. Yeah, man. And he also have his team manager with him, Mr. Carl Green. How are you, gentlemen? Yeah, man. And I want to welcome. Not as good as me. How comes, man? You're getting some lovely news. I don't understand. Yes. So, I guess Bam Sports, I'm not hearing you well. I hope you'll be hearing him better now, Bam Sports. Let me know. All right. So, Michael, your team right now, Royal Lakes, a very, very popular team in that St. Catherine Spanish Town area. How things are going with the club? Well, the club, we have been to play, uh, we are here working to play. And the rest of yes. So, the, the presently, we have the court of I get a feedback, so, I get a feedback. How is it so now? It's still there? When you talk, I get feedback. Oh, Lord. And they are saying the audio is also poor. I don't know what. All right. Any better now? Oh, it's all now. Principal is muted. Me mute? You're not hearing me? Oh. Oh, boy. Well, I don't know what going on tonight. You hear me now? You hear me now? I think I unmute now, so you should be able to hear me loud and clear. Michael. No problem. Michael?
want people to beg him to do it. You know, say, I done it, I done, you got done with that. But if I just look here, me can't bother with look here, me. You see them youth, me not bother with them again.
All right. Michael, Sir Green, can you hear me? You should be hearing me now.
Because him have a fool
Wow.
father. Him have a fool mother. Chabas.
Michael?
Two of them. Like in fields, me don't know how it feel like.
Can I hear me, Michael? Hello? Green? Hello?
Sorry.
Yeah, man. You not hear me? No, I'm not muted at all. Green? Oh, boy. Sir Green, can you hear me? Why Green? Everything up, Regina. I don't know what happened. Hello? Green, can you hear me? Hmm? I don't know. Bamsport, I don't know. Seems like them have a bad internet because there was an issue coming on people. But we're still gonna try. Let me see if I can get them back. All right. Green, can you hear me? All right. Good to go. Because you went a while ago. I don't know what happened, but let me see if I can have you all back up. Yes, sir. Still hear me? Good. All right. So let's kickstart then, and hopefully that everybody will be hearing and seeing you. All right. So Bob Sport is still here. Still have a few people here. Big up on yourself, people. As soon as you come in, make sure you hit the like button and go on. Still have a little cough, people. I don't know, but I'm trying it out. Anyway, so Michael, as we were saying, you're still waiting to play the competition. Still waiting to play. So the competition kick off on the weekend. Oh, 2 games. What is the fixture like? Is every weekend or you have midweek games? Mhm. Yes. Mhm. Well, so okay. Then mhm. Okay. Well, let's do it until I hear my car. Is somebody in the chat, Bam Sports, them not hearing you? But I'm hearing you loud and clear. Yeah, man, me I hear you loud and clear, but me wanna know if you people in the YouTube are here, and that's where the problem is. I want to get them here because if they not hear you, then there's a problem. Mm-mm. So, Bam Sport any different? Not hearing Michael at all. Yes. Okay. All right. So let me try again, Michael. Let me try something because trust me, this is not, no matter what devil do tonight in a story, we must come out there. We must talk as much as we can. We know we're not going to be able to say everything, but the show must go on. So let's see. Yes. I said this. You think you little? Eh? Let's say if you think you devil little. Devil a big man, bro. Okay. All right. So I guess. Hey. Yeah, manage your time. Hmm? Yeah, man. Okay. All right. So I got double check something again. Let me see this. Anyways, no, no, wow, not destroyer. All right. Hmm, if that is so, right here, so. Hmm. Oh, yeah, one minute, my God. I try to. People don't worry themselves, man. We I get it right. I know my problem not from tonight. All right. Let me see what this thing I go again. Sir Green, let me hear if anything I go on. All right, Sir Green, let me hear you now. Sir Green? Carl? Mute pants and no. Let me tell you. You know, say me mute this now. Denise.
This and nah, go across.
No, no.
Ah, boy. Still, these people, man, tell you the challenge is real. Let me just turn it on. Here? Turn it on. Yes, sir. Nah, man, I want to tell us right now. We are going to run a show, bro.
Yeah.
You see, right now, when we do, we call from a different device. It's like me, I try it everywhere, Bridget. You can take another call.
You get this one. Yeah, we get the we work with that.
You work with work?
You're not getting no feedback from it.
No, me not get no feedback, you know.
Well, go ahead then, huh? You know when.
Yeah. Denise, tell me how you sound. Give me your feedback now, Denise, if you hear it from the other side.
It will need also.
All right.
You know the names of them.
Yeah, man. We're there. Talk to me. Michael, talk to me now.
Talk to you?
Yeah.
Well, you know my story. Band club want to play, so prepare to fight it to the end.
All right. So now you're loud and clear. Everybody have an idea what's going on.
Yes, okay.
What was the real situation there? What was the problem you have with the FA? What was the problem the FA have with the Royale Lakes?
Let me just go from the genus, everything. I was a part of the slate, the opposing slate in the election, in the St. Catherine Football Association election, right? So Jason Micheal, Diego Billings, myself was going up as a general secretary post, and Madly Weir, Christopher Williams, who again was there, and was straight. And Miss Master Plymouth afraid that
Yes.
we were the challenging slate to Miss Walkable. Okay. All right. This is what happened now. During that election, which was an election, an AGM, but an election AGM, right?
Yeah.
There were certain prerequisites that must be supplied by the incumbent.
Yes.
Not say the incumbent, the St. Catherine FA to the affiliates, affiliates in the situation of an election by the Constitution. And there were two things leading up to the election. And there were two things leading up coming into the AGM. And in an election AGM, that should be supplemented 21 days before the election. We didn't get that, right?
Yes.
There was another breach where the FA stipulated that the only people who are eligible to vote were the president or the general secretary of each club.
Yeah.
That wasn't so in the constitution of St. Catherine FA. The constitution states that the two voters can be any bona fide members of the club, right? So we pointed out that breach again. All right. The other breach was that they were stipulating that all candidates must be associated with a club. The Constitution doesn't say that. Doesn't say that, right? Because even a farmer, the longest serving president, Mr. Apisodalan, wasn't associated with a club.
Okay.
Yes, but they bring that as part of the election requirements, right? And they adopted some documents that the JFF used in their election and was bringing in as a you have to fill out those documents. And in that instance, what they did now was declare our presidential candidate, Mr. Micheal, as not verified.
Yeah.
And then declared the Assistant Secretary General candidate all the way as ineligible. Right? They couldn't explain to us what not verified means, and they couldn't show us why Mr. Weir was ineligible.
Yeah.
And they were using the clause that Mr. Weir is not a member of a club, an officer of a club. The Constitution doesn't require that for no candidate. The election we wrote to the JFF, to the election committee, pointing out these breaches. Breach number one, the fiscal report. Breach number two, the people or persons who were eligible to vote. And breach number three, on the verification of candidates and the ineligibility of candidates, right?
Okay.
And we send that to the electoral committee at the JFF. And what happened now is we got no answer. We got no answer.
No answer from the JFF.
No answer from the JFF. They didn't. It went to the St. Catherine FA, it went to the president, it went to the GenSec about the concern about these constitutional breach. Okay, let me just go through quick now. So on the Wednesday before the election, and the election would be the Sunday, we went physical. Myself, Jason McKay, and a former president of the St. Catherine FA, Mr. Peter Reid, we went to the JFF and we arranged a meeting with Dennis Strong, the general secretary of the JFF, and we outlined all of these breaches. We draw their attention to the letters that were sent that we didn't get any response on, right? So in that meeting with Mr. Chong, he told us that the JFF could not interfere in parish affairs. And I know that no gossip, right? So that was it. That the JFF cannot interfere in parish affairs. So it was some kind of shielding of Elaine Walker Brown, who is a vice president of the JFF, right?
Yeah.
So this election was coming now Sunday. We had no option now. What he was saying to us is that the JFF can't do nothing. So we say, okay, we have no option but to go to the regular court of the land. And we went to the lawyers, presented the Constitution to our lawyers, presented breaches to our lawyers, and our lawyers prepared the affidavit, and we lodged an injunction on the election. But Mark, let me just clear it now. It was
hold on a second,
the company secretary.
Hold on a second. Yeah, I want you to. Yeah, right there. You was too close to the phone a while ago, so your video came out blurry. You are good right where you are.
Okay. All right, good.
Yes.
Go again?
Yeah, man. So go on now.
So Mr. Keno Douglas, who is the company secretary of Royale Lakes Football Club Limited.
Okay.
Right? He filed an injunction on behalf of the club, because you have to have some local standard to lodge an injunction like that. So as the company secretary of our club, he filed the injunction against the election. And we went to the court on the Friday, and the court looked at it and granted us the injunction. And with the whole notion that we were right and that the St. Catherine FA did indeed breach the Constitution of the parish. Right? Okay, fast forward now. So let me just clear. It was the company secretary for Royale Lakes. So so the election run, and Elaine Walker Brown won a very rigged election.
Hold on a minute.
Right?
Hold on a minute. Hold on, sir. Let's not get into the election yet. Yes? What I want to look at now, for everybody to understand.
Yeah.
So you were actually suspended and charged from the FA, right? Royal Lakes.
No, listen. After the election,
Mm-hmm.
after everything clear, the election, it was the injunction that we brought against the election.
Okay.
After they sent us a letter, sending us for 2 years, finding us 300,000 and demote us to D1. Yeah, because we lodged an injunction against the FA.
Okay.
They say it was our club. Yeah.
So is it that the Constitution speaks about the clubs should not do that? In terms of
the clubs are not to do that?
Yeah, I'm just asking, why is it that they were able then to demote you and charge you? Or fine you?
No, what they were applying was the FIFA statute. What they are applying was the FIFA statute.
Mm-hmm.
So they say the club should not have brought the FA to the court. So they're claiming that we breached the FIFA statute, right?
Okay. So all right. So therefore, what I am getting from that is that they now have you in such a way where they can manage you going forward, because demoting you to D1, and that's coming from the major league, right?
Yeah. Yes.
All right. So right now, as it is, and what Sir Micheal is saying, you know, fast forward, so you actually file an injunction, so you are able and to, what would I say, rescind the whole position of you going to D1.
And also the ban, and also the fine, and to reinstate us. The reason why, because he, all right, treat it as a disciplinary
Okay.
action,
All
right?
right.
So they are treating it. It wasn't treated as a disciplinary action because we weren't given a hearing. We didn't went to a disciplinary meeting. But in an instant like that, we are saying we should have gotten a hearing, we should have gotten a discipline, we should have faced a disciplinary meeting. And all they did it was just sent us a letter telling us that after doing their investigation, they decide that they're banning us for 2 years and the other penalties. So we didn't get a disciplinary hearing, now even a hearing.
So just go ahead and write you a letter stating.
And write a letter say that
Okay. So let me ask, just for clarity, what during that time there were no competition going on at that time? Competition has break that time?
You mean prior to the ban?
Yes.
It was off season, son.
Okay.
It was off season. So look now, let me just run it by you again now.
Mm-hmm.
So what they did, they still send us the document. They send us the registration document, the affiliation document, and we subscribe to all. We pay the affiliation fee, pay the registration fee, submit the players, and we did some transfers. For each of them, carry a little fee, and we pay up all of those fees. I think in all, we spend over 130,000 in terms of registration, affiliation, and transfer, and they accepted all of that.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So I know you have another hearing on Friday, right? Is that so? This Friday?
On Thursday.
Thursday. So we might not get into the details.
I really don't want to discuss the court on the program.
Yes. But what I'll ask now, so with the court on Friday would have granted you that injunction.
Mm-hmm.
Was a message
on Thursday?
On Friday. You have gone to court on Friday as well.
I mean, yes, yes.
Right.
Well, what the court did, the court gave a 7-day prohibition on the ban until this hearing.
Okay.
Yes.
Was
they
that
prohibited the ban? Yeah.
Was the St. Catherine FA represented at that hearing at the court?
Well, they didn't come to the court.
They didn't.
No.
Wow. So have they gotten the information as it relates to?
It was served. Everything was served. Served to the St. Catherine FA, served to the president, served to the GenSec. Yes. All those three. Yeah, it was served. And served at the office physically too.
Okay. Have you gotten any communication? Have you reached out to them? Have anybody from the FA hierarchy reached out to you or any member of your club since then?
No. What they let me tell you, Mr. Sade, when they imposed the ban, they remove us from all correspondence,
Oh.
Yeah, they remove us from email, they remove us from WhatsApp groups, they just take me out all of those.
But I wouldn't understand that, because it's not that you were banned from the FA because you were given or you were demoted to a lower league. That means you are still a part of the FA.
No, to a lower league after a 2-year ban.
Oh, after the 2-year ban? Okay.
Yes.
So
what they did was, after we served 2 years and pay 300,000, then when we coming back, we have to come back from a lower league.
Okay, I fully understand now. No, I understand. But that is very harsh.
I want to tell you, I can tell you right here, so me speak to one of the senior person at the JFA. And when I send that thing to that person, he said, send me that letter. And when I send it, he said, that's exactly what you said, Mr. Fadi. That's what he said. He said, not even at JFF, they never do that. That really
yeah, that sounds harsh to me.
Because 3 penalties, yes. That the 3 penalties is 2 years plus 200,000 plus demotion.
Yeah, man, that would have sounded harsh, unless that was a stipulation that was made known to everybody.
This is the thing. There's no stipulation. Let me tell you something, Mr. Sadi. Let me tell you how the St. Catherine Football Association operates. Everything goes off the top of the head of the league. We got to players. They said they're charging the players 30,000. And I asked, okay, this breach, where is it? Show me written that this player committed this breach. Show me where the fine. Because in a law, everything have a fine, have a sentence. Right?
Yes.
So, say a man kick a man, and you know, if you kick a man is $100. Show me the penalty. Because one of our players last year says just make a verbal answer. It's not the verbal attack then, as anyone put it, was not at Miss Browning, but one of the officers here when him said, that woman here one idiot, you know. Listen that, you know, the woman here, and one of the officers tell her, and that player get fined for 30,000.
Just like that.
Just like that.
So you have paid, like that. You actually pay that money?
Me, that player still, we don't pay that. We don't pay that.
So the player is on a ban?
Yeah, he's on a ban. Sorry, let me just, I want to clear something. Yeah. And I just want to clear it here with you. From the alien walkabout clear 4 or 5 years ago against Ricky Valentine, my club was never one of the clubs that was enthused, and we never go with her. When she win that election, ever since, she have been trying, and I say she, you know, because that is how the St. Catherine FA operate. It don't operate as a FA. I say, you notice, I say she, and from that, I have been getting the sticks from those times until this election thing. Yeah. Right?
Yes. All right. So let's see if we can look to a brighter part of this stuff. You have taken on legal fees. Were you able to cover your legal fees?
Okay. My legal fees from the first injunction?
Yes.
No, listen, that injunction, the court instruct the cost was awarded to us. That means that the St. Catherine FA is responsible for that.
Okay.
That first injunction.
Okay.
Yeah, the cost was awarded to us. I will just make it simple. We win the court over that grant us the injunction, so the court tell them that they have to pay. Because you know how the suit thing.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
So the agreement
and it's a nice little fee too.
Was that fee paid?
Huh?
So it was paid over?
No, so right now them not paid to it. So we are prepared again to go at that. So maybe we are look and deal with and all of them things.
My God, but this doesn't seem like it will end here.
Well, if they want it to end, you know, I say them have the look here. I can't get no justice from football, you know. But because why? You know them not go against them, not go get. Yeah, so me have to see when me can get justice.
So, Michael, the other thing about it, you say you can't get any justice from football. It seems like you have invested a whole lot of your time and probably your own resources into football.
So sorry.
Yes.
Anybody who know about the whole Royal Lakes setup, right? Only maybe the Premier League club, and I don't think half of the Premier League club, in terms of infrastructure, in terms of everything that we do, the effort that we make as a club. See there, right here with the club. See the stands and see them there.
Your company stands
right? Yeah, yes, right.
Mm-hmm.
So we make let me tell you something. Sorry, let me just break it. This venue that we developed here, this club has never played Premier League at the men level. We play Premier League at the women level, right?
Yes.
But this venue played Premier League for 2 seasons because we have to host our neighbors, Dumbo Olin, plus our own female Premier League club. So, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the venue is a past Premier League venue coming out. So the club has never reached Premier League. Well, I'm not going to say the club never reached Premier League because the facility reached Premier League. So the team, but the facility reach.
So,
and we try, anybody who know, we try with utmost best. All right, maybe give a recent scenario. What scenario? The prison oval was turned down by the officers that do the assessment of the prison oval
for the Premier League.
And the surface at the prison oval was turned down by that officer from the JFS for a tier 2 game because that is where Spanish Town police should have played. And they asked me if they can use Royale Lakes for the game for the tier 2 for police. And I reluctantly give them. And the officers came here and passed this surface. Well, them go and pass this surface anyway. And pass the facility. So the first football game in the parish this season, which was a tier 2 game, was hosted by Royal Lakes. And I know that not go down well with the FA. You have to laugh.
So
Yeah.
I get into a little more personal with Royal Lakes now. So I know that these things takes a lot of funding. The last time I came across over by Royal Lakes, the surface looks very good to me.
Yeah.
What level of support you get from corporate? Let me say corporate Spanish Town. Since you're in Spanish Town, when I say corporate Jamaica.
Sorry, let me tell you something. None. Foot this thing primarily by myself and some of my officers. And let me tell you, the facility itself, earn revenue in terms of facilitating hosting games like for school. So during the Manning Cup and the school girls football program, schools like Bridgeport, schools like Greater Portmore, basically 3 schools would use this as their own venue. Idle. So those are what contribute. So when that school period, yes, we get revenue from it. Yeah. So we know how to manage plus chipping in with what we chipping in.
Right? That I don't think, my little knowledge and experience I have from schoolboys or schoolgirl competition, that's a really drop in the bucket. And to see you developing fans and I think you have decent changing room as well.
Everything here, man. Everything here. See them there? You can't look at I will not leave it. We not leave it. See them?
Yeah, man. The last time I came here was looking really good while you're under construction. So I know. So that means you're holding your own as a club in the St. Catherine FA, and that's very good. Commendable.
And the effort where we met. Yeah.
All right. So again, back to the competition. So the St. Catherine FA, the Major League would have started last weekend, right?
On Saturday.
On Saturday. Yeah. So therefore, you are not a part of that fixture.
Presently,
you are not. Oh, you think this will work out, though, Micheal, going forward? The fact that you are still going, and the competition will continue next week as well. This weekend.
I don't sure about that.
You don't
sure about that? No, I don't sure about that. Well, may I say, but we're going back to a hearing in the Supreme Court on Thursday, so I'm not just sure if you will see any game Saturday.
Because I'm looking forward to a game in Spanish Town, whether Royale Lakes are over by Prison Overland.
If you want good aesthetics, you'll be good if you do want a Royale Lakes.
Yeah, man, I'll come back. But the thing is, that's where we are now. I'm not sure if that will be possible.
Yes, well, as I can tell you, but I can't discuss it. It depends on Thursday, because because I have to fight the battle to save my club. I don't know what they're going to use. I don't know where the court going to rule. But I have to fight my battle.
Are there any clubs supporting Royale Lakes in this battle?
Yes. They are quite.
You don't have to call any names. I just ask.
Okay. Yeah. No, I wouldn't. Yeah. Because 5 major club, league club, reached out to us and suggested why we as club don't write a letter, and sign it asking the FA to reinstate the member. Yeah, understand?
Yes.
5. Yeah. Yes. Okay. 5 clubs out of that 11 clubs. Yeah. Reach out to us.
All right. So that there's a good relationship here among the clubs, and I can understand.
Look here, I let me tell you something. Sorry, I don't have the football enemy, you know. I want from my 40 years in a football, and one person become the football enemy. All right.
And that's just for now. We understand. That's just for now. As soon as things settle down, I'm sure. Because football is so energetic, you know, it brings all the rivals together at times. So we know things will fall.
And if you understand the Spanish, if you understand the Spanish town space, may I tell you, well, you must understand it by now.
Yes, I understand it. Yeah. So I'm looking forward to this whole competition. But you have been preparing. Or preparation going for the team?
Yes, same way. Look here, we're still optimistic. Based on our, I don't know what the FA have as their and backer. But me play a dumb ball in the other man in a practice game, and me continue to still train and play practice game.
Okay.
Because I want to play in the major league.
So you're still having some very good competitive football going on, playing against a Premier League team in practice matches. That will do well for them, and I'm sure it will do well for you. So what's your take? I mean, put outside of what we have. We're looking like you're in the competition, Sir Micheal.
Yes, in the competition. Well,
based on the compliment of your team.
Yeah, we have always been see, let me tell you something, sorry. The worst we do, you know. Season behind season, you know, is finished 4th or 3rd, you know. Because if you check the stats, we in that semi-final, from we have been winning from we won the league, moved to Super League, and come back, because we wasn't relegated, you know. We wasn't relegated to Major League, you know. It was the league itself that crashed, you know.
Yeah, man, I know. Yes.
Yes, it was the league itself that crashed. But ever since from that time, we lose in final, we lose in semi-final, but seasonally we are one of the top 4 clubs.
Okay.
And presently, coming out of last season competition, we are seeded 2.
Oh.
Because we finished 3rd.
So Royale Lakes is really there to stay.
I tell you.
I see a lot of teams investing in youth right now. What's the complement of your team as it relates to youth in terms of
youth?
School boys? Let me use that because, when we say youth, it's relative. In terms of school boys now, how your setup still?
A lot, man. A lot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Around 7, 8 schoolboy coming out of the last Manning Cup.
Yes.
And around 2 from the Costa Cup. We have been one on a Glen. Yeah. And yeah, so we have a lot, man.
Oh, that sounds really good. And I say that to say, because that's where we want to see the football being developed in such a way. Yeah, because that's how youth is the way to go. I'm not saying nothing. I'm not saying it is anything bad or wrong with those seniors. I'm just saying in terms of development. And what I found out, because of how lucrative the football business in Jamaica now, the seniors tend to be moving around a lot.
Yeah.
So,
but we have a good culture of young players. Good culture of young players. And we always do that thing.
Yes.
Yeah, because I can tell you, when we win 5 teenagers on the field, and I talk about teenagers who are 17 years old.
Good. Who's the coach of Royale Lakes?
Miller.
Miller. Is it Jeremy Miller? Or Jerome?
To return, no. Jerome Miller. Yeah. And Devon Anderson coach last year, which Pablo from Idle.
Yeah, man.
He coached last year. Yes. So
you couldn't afford to pay him this year.
Well, pay. I don't know how we that treat pay because he's one of us. You understand?
Okay.
We take care of certain things, but
he's just giving back.
I think I can pay him better. I think I can. Maybe able to pay him better this year. Yeah.
I hope you're not counting the eggs before the match,
No. We're not counting.
So maybe that's why you pull. Maybe that's why you pull for Jerome.
Huh?
Because you think the money going to.
But then,
I understand. Maybe that's why you pull for Mr. Miller this time around. And you think that.
No.
Or is one of you as well. Jerome is one of.
Look at. Also.
Oh.
Yeah.
Good.
One of us.
I just want to know, because I'm really also concerned about how the financial aspect of the clubs are going. I know that the clubs sometimes are struggling. The long season you have. 18.
That's why. All right. Mr. Sadi, can you let me just say something?
Yes, man. Go ahead.
That is a major concern in the parish. The whole financial of anything like that. That was the reason why we wanted to get our slate elected as the St. Catherine FA. Because the resources and the commitment to the resources, plus the presidential candidate who would become the FA president. I was confident with what was there. We would have helped the clubs better with the financial. Mr. Sadi,
yes.
Let me tell you something. Our slate gave every club that accepted, because there were some clubs, few clubs who didn't accept. A set of gears from Admiral, 10 balls, and then after the election, and we lost the election, we selected 20 clubs and gave them 15 pair of football boots each.
What?
Yes. 15 pair of
But
football boots each.
why is it that the clubs never fall it for you? I don't understand how
Look,
the promises that
listen
you
now.
made and you
Listen,
carry through.
listen, you know.
Mm.
Listen, you know. I have to hand it to the president now, you know, because it was a carefully crafted political craft that got her in.
But that's the nature of an election, sir.
Yes, but politics with that you don't expect, not football politics.
Will your slate go back for the next running of the election?
Well,
Do you continue to work as a team? Are you
well,
split
we
up
will
now?
continue. We stay together. We stay together. Yes.
You know, I remember, you know,
So
because I had a conversation with a particular club. I don't know if it is manager or just in and around the club.
yeah.
And that's the time I heard of the footballs that you people give it. And there's this one particular gentleman said that while he appreciates the gift, he takes it the gift not for what it is, but for what it's worth. Because the balls were not of a particular standard that you would have loved. So what he was saying, these are some cheap footballs. They can't last long. But he appreciate because nobody else has ever done that. So there are some people who really believe in your slate and for what you would have done. Yes. But what I would say to you, though, for the interest of football and that mentality, yes, and the care and love you have for football in St. Catherine, I think you should remain and try to find a way to get yourselves involved. Yeah, I know when it comes on to the political affairs and the slate, it's not very easy to work, but you have started, and I want you to continue.
Yes.
You have started, for you to give 20 clubs, yes, gear and so on, from basically nothing, because you have nothing per se to do with the football as it is now. So that's a very, very good venture.
Yeah. Yeah.
I sometimes is a very selfish man when it comes on to football, you know, sir. So what I would say to you, you know, if you want to continue and to run this thing, give a little to the schools.
Yeah. Look at her.
Yes.
May I always give to the school. May I associate with you think with school?
Pardon?
Principals then. Let's check all of your fellow principals.
Mm-hmm.
When it comes to school, at the school may have the best relationship.
I know, man, but I'm saying, you know, those big gifts that you're giving away to the clubs, give a little to the schools.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. You know, it's in nature, and I really love that. It's a good one.
Yeah.
Sir, I tell you the truth, there's a lot I want to say, but I'm waiting for after this session here, this court thing here, because the real thing we want to get at. And
Thursday there will be new developments, so we can talk about it.
And a matter of fact, you know, I'm holding you right there because we're coming right back Thursday night, and we want the thing to set up so good.
All right. Okay.
Because hot off the press, I know that you probably have the media in the, you know, as soon as the court will open, the media is there. I don't think I'll be able to, but I'm hoping that I'll get it fresh from you and your team for Thursday night.
Okay.
So thank you very much, Sir Micheal, and I'm sure that this is just the Panchan. Yeah, this is just the icebreaker.
Yeah, may I let up a spell the name?
Yes, for real. You know, I tried my very best to ensure that I pronounce it well. So Micheal Panchan, the president of the Royale Lakes.
Ask Mr. Davis. All right, give me a ring. Work with the soul. He must spell it for you.
I want him watching. I should invite him. So again, thank you, people. I want you to, you know, is there anybody from the club itself that you want to give a shout out to or a big up?
Well, we have to shout my team manager, Mr. Carl Green, and Mr. Diego Billings.
Yes.
Yeah, Mr. Diego Billings. Primarily those two. And to my people them on the ground like look at Jeremy and Shirley. Yeah, you understand?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And the whole wider Lime Tree Grove Lake Spring community. who in a dourish mood now with the football, but hope we can solve that in this community.
Yeah, man. I'm looking forward.
Okay.
So hope for the best, Sir Michael.
Yeah, man. Thank you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
man.
So we'll back Thursday night. All right. So people, that
Thursday
was
night. Okay.
Mr. Michael Panchan, of course, from Royale Lakes. And there's a lot of things going on, and I'm sure that he was really willing and ready to come and speak to us. So we could have gone further, but where legal matters are concerned, we just
Yes,
have to,
yes, yeah.
be careful and so on. So we'll be here, sir, and I wish you all the best.
Yeah, man.
So most definitely we'll talk on
Okay.
Thursday. Have a good night.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah, man. Bless. All right, so people, thank you very much for staying up. What a conversation. We really want to dive further down into the situation, but because there's a legal battle going on, we never really want to get too deep at this time. So it will close, I believe, or at least come to a close manner. Where closer is concerned. On Thursday, we're going back to the court. But I'll be trying my very best to get. Hopefully, I can get the president of the St. Catherine FA to do or to give their side of the story. That's also the question. But just to keep it, because I must say it's a news that I saw came out, and I'm just really interested to know what was happening. Reaching out to them, they decided that they want to come and here. So that's all they were here. So again, thanks again to the Royal Lakes community, the football team, the players. Also, Mr. Carl Green, team manager, and their president, Mr. Michael Panchan. That's it. So people, again, this is where we leave it tonight. It was just a short one I do. I want to big up all of you. I want to big up Devon. Porter, what's going on, bro? Nothing new, Devon. I don't why I tell you, Devon, yeah, all the things them away from the Saturday Crest show. But respect, man. Thanks for joining. Always your actually participation is all well. So big up yourself. Top 10. What's going on? You hear anything more about the cricket top 10? Yay! All right, sir. So I want to big you up. BAM Sports, you were here earlier. Pick up yourself also, RR. Ball of life. Yeah, man. Blessings to all of you. And this is where we leave you tonight. People, look out. The Saudi Crest TV will be in awareness. And I want to tell you this. Coming up in March. Note this now, people. And let me drop this right now because for those who are watching for the very first time, that is one of the numbers to call you. Get all the other numbers, people. But the Saudi Crest TV will be launching its live streaming, what did I say, business. Yes, no doubt. So, live football streaming, live cricket, live track and field, live educational event, wedding, funerals, whatever you want, the Saudi Crest TV to do. That's where we'll be going. So, look out for the launch, people. The first week of March, you'll get the date. When you look forward, we might be here tomorrow night again with a very special guest. Yes, I want to say that. So I asked top 10 anything else about the cricket. People, cricket is cricket. I'm trying, I really want to get somebody from the Cricket Association to come and speak to us because I am just seeing our youth cricket or, the schoolboy cricket is in a very bad state. I think one of the big problems, yes, is funding and resources. Those are the main issues. And if it is that we can't help to correct that, yes, from the upper level, then, the schools will continue to suffer. And if the schools are suffering, the players will not develop in the way that they are. Yes. I know Mr. O'Neill Cruikshank have a lot doing, especially in cricket development. Yes. And a whole lot of other people. We want to get to answer. Anybody? There's another gentleman. Yes, that we'll have. But saying this to say, because if you look here, it's all about cricket. Yes, it's all about cricket. Look, cricket, lovely cricket. Cricket, lovely cricket. I talk about cricket, lovely cricket, but in our neck of the woods, the Jamaica team, Jamaica Scorpion, yes, the West Indies team. we have not been doing well for the past couple of years. We look at the Jamaica Scorpion in the 4-day competition. I think they ended up second to last, if my memory serves me right, in the Caribbean, in the West Indies. That doesn't, I mean, bring about a lot of interest. I don't want to be so selfish, but I was following the last game that Jamaica played, and I lost interest when I recognized that a particular bowler, yes, from the Leeward Island, was bowling down our cricket team. Why is this that? And while I have to respect the bowler's ability in terms as a bowler, while I have to respect his stats, but if it is that we are looking better, I can't see our Ryan Cornwall. Yes, he's a mainstay in the West Indies, but he's the one getting the wickets. Something terrible wrong. Don't want to sound selfish. But I use this opportunity to say we can't have it both ways. And when I heard about West Indies cricket camp and you have to be fit, yes, you have to can pass a fitness test. These are things that I want to learn how this fitness test works, how it works. Because this is what I would do, yes, as a young coach. If I'm coaching at the schoolboy level, I would try to, yes, model what's going on at the West Indies level, at the Jamaica senior level, at the national levels. But if what they're saying and what they're preaching is not adding up, that's a different story. But again, just to open your eyes and your ears, recruit. Coming tomorrow, hopefully, we will have a cricket show. All right? See you then. Devon, pick up yourself again, your people, and just thank you for joining. But remember, we'll be big on Thursday night, hot off the press, whatever it comes from the court, we'll hear it and we'll bring it across. See you all tomorrow. Have yourself a wonderful day. Blessings.